how to solve a linear algebraic equation. So now in this module we will learn what are simultaneous equations, how to solve simultaneous equations. So what are simultaneous equations? Simultaneous equations are algebraic equations that are satisfied by the same values of unknown variables. Algebraic equations that are satisfied by the same values of unknown variables. So in an equation, unknown variables are there. In an algebraic equation, we have unknown variables. You will have to find out the value of the unknown variables. For example, x plus y is equal to 3 is an equation. Another equation is 2x plus 4y is equal to 8. These two are simultaneous equations because for the values of x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1, both equations satisfies equality. For example, x is equal to 2, 2 plus y is equal to 1, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Likely 2x, 2 into 2 is equal to 4, 4 into 1 is equal to 4, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So we can say these two equations are simultaneous equations. So what are simultaneous equations? Algebraic equations that are satisfied by the same values of unknown variables. Now, linear simultaneous equations. So what is a linear equation? A linear equation is an equation with variables with the powers as 1. So to solve a set of linear simultaneous equations, the number of equations should be equal to the number of unknowns in the equations. The number of equations should be equal to the number of unknowns in the equations. For example, you have two unknowns, x and y, then there should be two equations. If you have three unknowns, you need three equations. So the number of equations should be equal to the number of unknowns. For example, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. So we have two variables x and y that are unknown. And another equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. There also we have two variables x and y. So we have two equations with two unknowns. Here this a1, b1 and c1 are the coefficients or constants in the equation number 1. a2, b2 and c2 are the constants in equation number 2. Now, the three cases in solving linear simultaneous equations. So while solving linear simultaneous equations, these three situations may happen. So if you need on exact solution, the condition being that a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. a1 by a2 means these are the coefficients of the first variables of the equations. a1 by a2. a1 is the coefficient of the first equation, a2 is the coefficient of the second equation. So a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. These are the coefficients of a y variable, b1 by b2. Then these equations are said to be consistent and independent. If this condition is satisfied, these equations are said to be consistent and independent. For example, x plus y is equal to 3. 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. So what is a1 here? 1. What is a2 here? 3. So 1 by 3 is 1 by 3, a1 by a2. Then what is b1 here? b1 is 1, b2 is 2, is equal to 1 by 2. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Then we can say that these equations are consistent and independent. So if the equations are consistent and independent, then we have only solution, that is x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. For example, x is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3x, 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 2y, 2 into 1, 3, 6 plus 2, that is equal to 8. So we have a simple solution. So in most of your cases, the problems you may be asked in examinations, we have an exact solution. So the equations should satisfy or are satisfying this condition. The coefficients, the ratio of the coefficients are not equal. Another case is infinite solution. We have infinite solution, more than one solution. A number of solutions are there for a single problem. Here in this case, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. a1 by a2, the coefficients of the x variable in two equations. b1 by b2, the coefficients of variable y in two equations. This the coefficients of constant c1 and c2. So these ratios are equal. These values are equal. Then these equations are said to be consistent and dependent. Earlier case it was consistent and independent. Here the equations are consistent and dependent. For take an example, x plus y is equal to 3. 2x plus 2y is equal to 6. So here a1 by a2, a1 is 1, a2 is 2, so that is 1 by 2 is equal to b1 by b2, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. c1 by c2, 3 by 6. 3 by 6, as you know, it's also equal to 1 by 2. So we can say a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So in this case, the equations are consistent and dependent, and there are many solutions. For example, the value of x may be 3, then y is equal to 0. Value of x may be 2, then y is equal to 1. Value of x may be 1.5, then y is equal to 1.5. The value of x may be 1.4, the value of y may be 1.6, and so on. For example, you are substituting 3 and 0. 3 and 0, 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. Answer is here. So you are substituting 2 and 1. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 plus 1.5 is equal to 3. Likely. Here also, 2x plus 2y is equal to 6. We are substituting 3 and 0. 2 into 3, 6 plus 2 into y, 0, 0. So 2 into 3, 6 plus 0 is equal to 6. 2 and 1. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 1, 2. 4 plus 2, that is equal to 6. So these simultaneous equations have infinite solutions. You cannot clearly state this is the single solution. So very clear. If you need a single solution, exactly one solution, this is the condition. a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. If all coefficient ratios are equal, then the equations are consistent and dependent. So we have many solutions to the same problem. Another case is no solution. So in no solution, the condition is that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. See, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2. Then these equations are said to be inconsistent. These equations are inconsistent. because you have no answer, you have no solution. For example, x plus y is equal to 3. 2x plus 2y is equal to 7. See, a1 by a2, 1 by 2. b1 by b2, 1 by 2. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Then what is c1 by c2? 3 by 7, which is not equal to 3 by 7. And there is no solution to x and y that satisfies the two equations. So you cannot find a single value for x and y in both equations. So here you cannot solve it. Here you can solve it, but answers are many. Here we have exactly one solution. So in examinations, your questions are of this type. There is a single solution to the equations under consideration. Okay. Now, what are the methods for solving two linear simultaneous equations? So you may be given two equations, two linear simultaneous equations. Using that equations, you will have to find out the value of unknown variables x and y. So the first method is the method of elimination. So in method of elimination, first of all, you will have to convert the coefficient of any of the variables x or y equal. So let us do an example. So the first equation, see, 4x plus 2y is equal to 14. 4x plus 2y is equal to 14. Second equation is 5x plus 7y is equal to 22. So we can say these are simultaneous equations because the number of equations, two equations are there, the number of variables are also 2x and so it satisfies the basic condition. Another one, whether it is having a solution, first a basic solution or a simple solution. So you take 4 by 5, a1 by a2, 4 by 5 is not equal to 2 by 7. Okay, 4 by 5 is not equal to 2 by 7, so we can have a simple solution to the problem. Okay, now start the start to answer the question. So first of all, elimination. In elimination, first of all, you will have to convert any of the coefficients equal. So how to make it equal? Either this coefficient of x should be equal or the coefficient of y should be equal. See, in the first case, 4x plus 2y is equal to, so in the coefficient of x is equal to 4. Here the coefficient of x is equal to 4. So to make it equal, you can do multiply the first equation by 5. Multiply the second equation by 4. So here 5 into 4, it will become 20x. Here 4 into 5, it will become 20x. So these coefficients will be equal and we can easily eliminate. So what we are doing is that we are multiplying the first equation by 5, this one, 5, and the second equation by 4. So when you multiply, what is the result? So 4 into 5 into 4x, 20x, plus 5 into 2y, 10y, is equal to 14 into 5, that is equal to 7. So when you multiply, you will have to multiply each term with the 5. So that is why 5 into 4x, 20x, plus 5 into 2y, 10y, plus 5 into 14 is equal to 70. So this is the first equation. Second equation, you are multiplying the same with 4. 5x into 4, 20x, 7y into 4, 28y, 22 into 4, 88. This is equation number 2. So now you have two equations with the coefficient of x variable equal. So for elimination, what we are doing is that we are subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So you are writing equation 2 and subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Then what will be 20x plus 28y is equal to 88 minus 20x plus 10y is equal to 70. So it will come here. So this 20x and 20x will get cancelled. 28y minus 10y is equal to 18y. 88 minus 70 is equal to 18. So 18y is equal to 18. So therefore y is equal to 18 by 18. Y is equal to 1. Then substitute the value of y in the original equation. Original equation, this one, 4x plus 2y is equal to 14. So 4x 2y, y is equal to 1, so 2 into 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 14. So 4x is equal to 14 minus 2, that is equal to 12. Therefore x is equal to 12 divided by 4, x is equal to 3. Hence the values of unknown variables are x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. So this method is called method of elimination. Now we move to the next method, that is method of cross multiplication. So in method of cross multiplication, first of all you are converting this equation in this way: ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, or a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So the equation should be converted like this. And then you will have to write what is a1, what is b1, what is c1. Here a1 is equal to 3, b1 is equal to 5, c1 is equal to 7. In the second equation, a2 is equal to 4, b2 is equal to 7, and c2 is equal to 3. Then to find the value of x and y, you will have to learn this equation. This equation is x divided by b1 c2 minus b2 c1. b1 c2, this is b1 b1 c2, b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y divided by c1 a2 minus c2 a1, c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Here there is a bracket. Okay, once again we can learn the equation. The equation is x divided by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y divided by c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Thus we are substituting the values. Thus x divided by b1 is 5, b1 is 5, 5 into c2, c2 is 3, 5 into 3 minus c2 b1, 7 into 7 is equal to this value, 1 divided by a1 b2, a1 b2, a1 is 3, b2 is 7, 7 into 3, 3 into 7 minus c2 b1, a2 b1, a2 is 4, 4 into 5. So x divided by 5 into 3, 15, 7 into 7, 49. 49 minus 15, minus 49 plus 15 is equal to minus 34, is equal to 3 into 7, 21, 4 into 5, 20, 21 minus 22, 1 divided by 1, 1 by 1. Therefore, x is equal to minus 34. Likely, y divided by c1 a2, c1 a2, c1 is 7, a2 is 4, 7 into 4, that is 28, minus c2 a1, 3 into 3, that is 9, 28 minus 9 is equal to 1 divided by earlier 21 by 20, 21 by 20, 21 by 20, 21 by 20, 7, 21, 5 into 4, 20, 21 minus 20. So y divided by 19, 28 minus 9 is equal to 19, is equal to 1 by 1. Therefore, y is equal to 19. Thus, x is equal to minus 34 and y is equal to 19. So, this is the method of cross multiplication. So, you can either solve the problem using elimination method, or you can solve the problem using multiplication, cross multiplication method. Now move to some another complex type of equations, fractional values. So the question is 2 by x plus 3 by y is equal to 2. First equation. 5 by x plus 8 by y is equal to 5 and 1 by 6. 5 and 1 by 6. When we convert, this will become 31 by 6 into 5, 30, 30 plus 1, 31, 31 by 6. So here also we will have to make the coefficient of any of the variables equal. For example, you want to make the x equal. Here the coefficient is 2. Here the coefficient is 5. So the best method is multiply the first equation by 5 and the second equation by 2. So you are multiplying the first equation by 5 and second equation by 2. So that is multiply first equation by 5 and second equation by 2 to make the coefficient of x equal for the purpose of elimination. So when you multiply, the equations will 10, 5 into 2, 10 divided by x plus 5 into 3, 15 divided by y is equal to 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Equation number 1. Here you are multiplying with 2. 5 into 2, 10 divided by x plus 8 into 2, 16 by y is equal to, here this is 31. 31 by 31 into 2. 31 into 2 is equal to 62. 62 divided by 6. 62 divided by 6. That is equation number 2. So you are subtracting equation 1 from 2. Equation 1 is subtracted from equation number 2. Then this will get cancelled. Then 16 by y minus 15 by y, that's equal to 1 by y. 62 by 6 minus 10. 62 minus 6 by 10. It will become 62 minus 60 by 6. So that is equal to 2 by 6. So 1 by y is equal to 2 by 6. That is y is equal to 6 by 2. Y is equal to 6 by 2. That is equal to 3. But 1 by y is equal to 2 by 6 cross multiply. 2y is equal to 6. Therefore y is equal to 6 by 2. Y is equal to 3. Then substitute the value of y in the original equation. Original equation is this. 2 divided by x plus 3 divided by y. Value of y is 3. We find the value of y is 3. So 3 by 3. 2 by x plus 3 by 3 is equal to 2. So 2 by x is equal to 3 by 3 is equal to 1. This will come this side. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. 2 by x is equal to 1. Therefore, we can say x is equal to 2. Hence the values are x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So this is the answer. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Another descriptive question. Find two numbers whose sum is 37 and difference is 5. We will have to find two numbers. When it added together, you are getting 37. When you deduct one number from another number, you will get the number 5. So you will have to find out the value of two numbers. So we are assuming that the unknown values, numbers or values are x and y. So we start with that assumption that the numbers b, x and y. Then when you add the same, you are getting 37. X plus y is equal to 37. When you deduct x minus y, you will get the value 5. So you have two equations. X plus y is equal to 37. X minus y is equal to 2. So here a1 by a2, 1 by 1 is equal to 1. Here a1, b1 by b2, 1 by minus 1 is minus 1. So they are not equal. So we have a simple solution for the set. Add equation 1 and 2 we get. So you are adding these two equations because 1 is minus and plus, then automatically it will get cancelled. No need for any multiplication or any adjustments here because you can eliminate here if you add these two equations. Then 2x is equal to 42. 2x, x plus x, 2x, 37 plus 5, 42. This y and minus y get eliminated. Therefore, x is equal to 21. Substitute the value of x in the first equation, we get x is 21, 21 plus y is equal to 37. Therefore, y is equal to 37 minus 21 is equal to 16. So, very simple. So, this problem seems to be complex. So, how to do this type of problems? So, the question is 3 divided by x plus y plus 2 divided by x minus y is equal to 2. First equation. 9 divided by x plus y minus 4 divided by x minus y is equal to 1. Second equation. Find x divided by 4. First of all, find the value of x and y, then find the quotient x divided by 4. So in this case, to make it simple, you will have to assume that 1 divided by x plus y is equal to p. We are assuming this 1 divided by x plus y is equal to p, and 1 divided by x minus y is equal to q. Here also we are having x plus y and x minus y. So we are assuming that 1 divided by x plus y is equal to p and 1 divided by x minus y is equal to q. Then substitute the value of p and. So this is 3 into 1 divided by x plus y, that is 3p, plus 2q. 1 divided by x minus y is equal to q. So 3p plus 2q is equal to 2. Equation number 1. Here 9p minus 4q is equal to 1. Okay, very simple. We are assuming that 1 divided by x plus y is p. This is 3 into 1 divided by x plus y. This is 2 into 1 divided by x minus y. So we are assuming that 1 divided by x plus y is p and 1 divided by x minus y is q. So you are converting this complex equation into a simple equation by this assumption. Then multiply equation 1 by 2. So you are multiplying this by 2 to make the coefficients equal. So this coefficient q, we multiply this is 2, you will get 4q, 4q and this 4q will get cancelled. So I am multiplying the equation 1 by 2. Then the equation 1 will become 6p, 3 into 2, 6p plus 2 into 2, 4q is equal to 2 into 2, 4. 6p plus 4q is equal to 4. Add equation 2 and 3. Add equations 2 and 3. 9p plus minus 4q is equal to 1 plus 6p plus 4q is equal to 4. Then this 4q plus 4 minus 4q and this 4 plus 4q will get cancelled. Then this 9p plus 6p is equal to 15p is equal to 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. 15p is equal to 5. Then what is p? 5 divided by 15. We can reduce it as 1 divided by 3. Then substituting the value of p in the first equation, 3 into 1 by 3, p is 1 by 3, 3 into 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 3 is equal to 1. 1 plus 2q is equal to 2. 1 plus 2q is equal to 2. Therefore, 2q is equal to 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, q is equal to 1 divided by 2. So, that is q is equal to 1 divided by 2 by substituting the value of p in the original equation. Then let us go to our assumption. So what is p? 1 divided by x plus y. So 1 divided by x plus y is equal to p. What is the value of p? 1 by 3. That is x plus y is equal to 3. X plus y is equal to 3. You first multiply it. So you are getting x plus y is equal to 3. We are giving it as equation number 4. Likely 1 by x minus y is equal to 1 by 2. This one q. 1 by x minus y is equal to 1 by 2. So x minus y is equal to 2. Equation number 5. So you are adding these two equations because this y will get cancelled. Adding these two equations, you will get 2x, x plus x is equal to 2x, y and y get cancelled, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 2x is equal to 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5 by 2. Then substitute the value of x in equation number 4. Equation number 4, for substituting x is equal to 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 plus y is equal to 3. Therefore y is equal to 1 by 2. Y is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Therefore x by y. So the question is find out x divided by. X is 5 by 2. Y is 1 by 2. 5 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. Then you cross multiply 5 by 2 into 2 by 1. This 2 and 2 get cancelled. The answer is equal to 5. Now do some homework. So solve these equations. So you know the last problem we have done by assuming p and q. Likely you can do this because the numerator c 3x plus 2y, 3x 1 divided by 3x plus 2y can be taken as p, 1 divided by 3x minus 2y can be taken as q. Okay, in both cases. Then these two questions are also descriptive type. You can do it from your textbook. These two are given as illustrations, and this is in your practical problem. So you just do it and post the assignment in the classroom. Thank you.